According to Search Engine Journal, social media is the most popular activity done online, and about 1 of every 7 minutes are spent on Facebook when people are online. Though social media may have many positive benefits that it offers, such as keeping in touch with their friends or posting pictures and talking to old friends, it also has many negative aspects that are very drastic and should be taken into consideration when using social media or creating another social media account. Social media is very popular in this generation, and especially amongst college students, considering that most social media networks are made for college students. Also, the problems of social media are usually directed mostly at college age people, which means that you or one of your friends could be mostly affected by any of these problems at any time. I myself have a few social media accounts and have witnessed all these negative aspects, and have also done some further research to see just how drastic these negative aspects can actually be. The three main problems that I found while being a part of social media, and I've also found while researching social media, are that it can be a distraction to students while doing their schoolwork, making them less productive, and this is due to the fact that it has an addictive aspect, but also that it is a very popular atmosphere for cyberbullying, and that it can create a lack of privacy. Now, like I said, I myself have a Facebook, a Twitter, and an Instagram, all of which have made me distracted while trying to do my schoolwork, making me less productive, and causing me to procrastinate on important projects such as this very speech. This problem is the most common amongst all college students, as it is very easy for them to find themselves logging on to their social media accounts or checking the app on their phone while they're doing schoolwork, which is making them less productive and actually creating a lower attention span. But on a more serious note, a major problem found on social media is cyberbullying. According to Internet Safety 101, more than half of all adolescents and teens report being cyberbullied on social media, and about the same number have been doing the cyberbullying themselves. According to nobullying.com, 20% of all victims that report being cyberbullied have considered suicide. And there can be a direct correlation found in the increase of suicides over the past few decades and the increase in the use of technology while bullying. Another problem is that majority of students, when asked, agree that cyberbullying is actually much easier than bullying in person, making it more popular. It would actually be considered rare if one of you were to not have ever witnessed a friend of yours being cyberbullied, or if you had not been cyberbullied yourself on social media. Along with cyberbullying, another major problem on social media is the lack of privacy that can be present. According to the University of the Pacific, a major problem amongst college students on social media is that they share too much personal information on their profiles, such as their address, their number, and where they go to school. Also, another problem with college students is that they can be easily tricked by people that create fake profiles and get them to give them the same information that they would never give to a stranger on the street. This action of making a fake profile to trick people is called catfishing and can lead to more severe problems such as stalking or identity theft. Um, Along with identity theft and stalking from people putting their information on their profiles or giving it to people while chatting on social media to these catfishes, another problem is that people do not really think about what they post on their social media profiles, such as when they're going on vacation or when they're leaving the house and going out to eat. Most people do not know that this can actually be very dangerous, as they can promote stalking or even theft, as people will look for these posts to see how long the people will be gone from their house and use that time to go and then steal as much as they can. Now, to avoid these issues, many things can be done. The most obvious is that you just don't create a social media account. This would alleviate you from any problem. There would be no distractions. You would never be a victim of cyberbullying, and you would never have to worry about your personal information being stolen off of social media accounts. But if this is already too late for them, then they are able to deactivate their accounts, which would mean they cannot be found by anybody else on that social media network, but they could reactivate it anytime and rejoin the social media network if they wanted to. Now, if this was also out of the question, they had the option of increasing the privacy settings, which are offered on all social media networks to make sure all personal information is secret and cannot be shared with anybody else on that social media network. If this were to happen, not only would it be less distracting for college students as they could get more work done, but cyberbullying would go down, and the lack of privacy would be less of an issue as people's information would be more secure, and not many people could find it and use it to their advantage to do things they shouldn't be doing with it. If not, everything will continue, and cyberbullying may get worse, as well as the lack of privacy as technology increases and advances. Now, just to sum things up real quick, yes, social media does have some benefits, but the negatives that come along with social media are much more drastic and outweigh all the positives, as they can cause many problems. So I encourage you to think about deactivating your accounts, which would also help you study for finals as you would not have a distraction, but it also gets you out of the way for cyberbullying and would not allow anybody to view your personal information. But if that is not an option, then I encourage you to at least lower your usage of social media and also make sure that you use the privacy settings given to you from these social media accounts. This will help you secure your personal information and make sure that none of these problems will affect you.